Starting question one is in what ways does our media product use development or challenge forms and conventions of a real media product?
We focused our film around the two genres of gangster and thriller, and we used their codes and conventions in our own movie to try and represent that genre. We used the typical gangster look of formality, as some characters, well, all the characters wear the suits or formal wear, and one character even has a briefcase. We added in typical behaviour of a gangster as well, such as smoking and having a strong, confident walk.
The events that take place are also typical of a gangster-style film. There's a murder that takes place, and keeping things in suspense, and the motives behind it are also still unknown to the audience.
The main themes that run through the opening is mainly death and love. There's a murder, and in some of the flashbacks in that you can see as it mouths like "I love you." So both these themes are present, and there's quite a contrast between them both.
We used typical iconography, which are in gangster films. We used guns and cigarettes and suitcases. We also used dark lighting to build suspense that is in the majority of thriller films.
We conventionally structured our opening of the film, as it starts with an equilibrium as we see the victim walking about his daily life, but it also shows the disruption for the rest of the film, such as the murder, and the whole film will need to resolve this murder.
As you mentioned, the flashbacks before, this also helps create a narrative for the rest of the film, so we let the audience know about the characters' relationship and makes them want to know what this flashback's about.
We use sort of like typical features, like there's a lot of questions need to be answered. Like for example, in the flashback there's a woman, and the audience are unaware of like, what her presence is, and then the murder. The audience are unclear why the murder actually happened, so this will make the audience want to watch more and just be hooked.
In our opening, we used quick cuts, and it was really fast paced, and this is typical in that for gangster thriller films. And we also used the dark lighting, which is similar. The soundtrack we've used is similar to gangster films, but it's not as serious as horror films.